Hello, my name is Kevin and welcome to the Love Decanters channel. So this is my first video that's properly looking at the glass dealers at the glass fair at Himley Hall. And yeah, and this whole episode is one glass dealer. He did have some stuff that you don't normally see. He had a lot of leaky stuff, a lot of Carl Powder stuff, which is, you know, that's high-end stuff. And he had, and this is what it's like there, you know, he had more high-end glass than you'd see in a whole antique centre sometimes. So yeah, so when you have, so there is one bit where I scan across all of that leak stuff and I just pick out one thing, and this episode is still reasonably long, even though I've just done a few bits of his you know, off his stall. So his name's Cragsrose Ltd. So, and I'll give you all his contact details below. But yeah, it's not the normal kind of stuff I see when I'm out and about, because it's too good. It's too good, and I have actually really struggled with this. I've put a lot of hours ploughing through things, trying to find things, because it's away from my normal stomping ground, but I have learned. Hopefully you'll learn. And anyway, let's get on and have a look at the glass. Yeah, I'm here at Himley Hall for the glass fair. Dun dun dun. And for some reason they're not letting us in yet. You can see there's a queue for the early starters. It starts at 9 for £10 and 10 for £5. So anyway, I haven't been in, I haven't seen anything. I know it's going to be good. So let's get on and get into the fair. I'm here on this stand. I've seen this. This is like one of my decanters. It is marked though, and it has Czechoslovakia, which kind of helps because it pins down mine a little bit. Doesn't give me a maker, but at least I'm a step closer in knowing that I'm going in the right way. Although I can't find that exact decanter and glasses, I am pretty certain it's by Carl Powder. I've got this catalogue here. This is the carlpowder.com website, and they have a catalogue. They think it's from the 1930s. Yeah, it clearly is. Got Carl Powder right across it. And then if I scroll down, keep going, keep going, keep going. It's not too far, because it's not that many pages. Saying that, here we go. Now there's two decanters on here that makes me think this is what it is. The first one is this one. Okay, so you've got this glass, this decanter here with the split in the middle. So it's got panels with a split in the middle, just like that one did. And then the glasses are actually exactly the same as that. I can't make this bigger, unfortunately. I would expand it, but yeah, it doesn't let me do that because it's a WebP page or whatever. Anyway, so, but yeah, the glasses are exactly the same shape. They've got the same, you know, the panels with the split in the middle. So they're pretty much copies of those glasses, just in green here. And then the other one is this. So if you were to put this part of the decanter on this one, it would be very close then, because it has the same sort of like soft steps running down the top, molded steps running down the top here. So yeah, I'm pretty certain it's Carl Powder, because we've got, you know, this is a screenshot. Well, this is a shot in time of what they did for whatever year this is from, but they would have messed with these shapes and patterns in other years and produced similar things. And yeah, this is obvious now. I've been through, actually, I've looked through loads of catalogues, and yeah, I can't find anybody else doing anything that's like this. So I'm pretty certain, close to 100% certain. In fact, this one is very, even You can see there's a clear one here, and this glass is, because it's clear, it's the same. It's the same glass. So yeah, I'm pretty certain it's Carl Powder and it's 1930s. It's a pity we don't have the exact model here. We've got the patent, because we've got patent numbers on here as well, and that would be fantastic. They've got it in two colours. They've got it in clear and green, and yeah, it's other stuff on other pages. So that's it. We're out of stuff, but yeah, nice little handy thing. There's lots of people that are putting things out and saying they're Carl Powder, but it's nice to get some catalogue pages and say, yeah, I'm pretty close, and I'm pretty happy with that. It's also got this decanter set here. This is Val St Lambert. This is like a classic for what they do with the cased glass, and we can try and find this. Designed by Charles Graffart, 1947. So I have piles of their catalogue, so we can try and find that. I was really hoping I'd be able to find an exact match for that decanter. It's definitely Val St Lambert. I found this one on eBay with the label still on it. So definitely Val St Lambert. There's a few others, and they say 1930. Okay, so the reason I thought I would definitely be able to find it is because these are the catalogues I have for Val St Lambert. I don't have the 1930 catalogue, which is a pain. Okay, and I've looked at the catalogues around there, and it's not there. In the 1933 catalogue, I'll put that back away. There is this, though. It's cut the same way, the same cased, where basically it's got these grooves cut that would have been made in the vase while it was still hot. Then they would have dipped it into this. I presume it's green. I've seen them in red as well, red or green for this one because it's black and white picture. And afterwards they would have cut the flat planes away, and you've just left with the colour and the grooves, just like on the decanter. There's a few other similar bits, but if you turn this upside down, it would look like the body of the decanter. But yeah, I've looked in all of the earlier ones and later ones. It's not there. This is the closest I can see to it. It's the same pattern, but it's a bowl or a vase. They're saying it's a vase. So yeah, it's a pain when you're just like so close, but not quite close enough. Miles away, they've got this set here. If I zoom in a bit closer, you can see there's like a lady etched into it. So I'm not sure. It might be Carl Powder, but I'm not certain. I'm not 100% certain. And so I'm going to try and find that. I think I've seen that shape before. Not 100% sure it's Carl Powder, but yeah, we'll try and find that. So I haven't been able to find an exact match for that decanter and glasses set, but I have got this Carl Powder bit of catalogue that I ripped off from Pinterest. It says it's 1930s. I don't know exactly, but let me run you through why I think it is. For starters, we look at something like this. The glasses, my problem is these are WebP files, so I can't expand them, but the glasses are just like what we were looking at. And some of the others are similar, but not exactly the same. But these ones here, the shape, the cutting and everything looks the same. These ones are similar as well. These ones are similar as well. And also the way this, you've got this patches in now. What I've also got is a bit more here. And again, this is where it's a pain that I can't make this bigger. But the pattern on these ones here looks the same as the one that was on the decanter, And also, which one was it? One of these. This one here. This vase here also has the same pattern, but also look in the same V pattern with the borders on it. So yeah, I'm pretty certain. And yeah, I did rip this off from Pinterest, so I'm trusting somebody, but this is the front cover and it says cut powder. So you can see, look at this, it's the same scruffy little catalogue. So yeah, I'm happy this is a real Carl Powder catalogue, and I think there's enough pattern matches, general design matches and shape matches to say yeah. And I have done some image searching, and to tell the truth, of this type of decanter, these kinds, there's just so many of them. I think they were, it looks like they were knocking them out in batches of like a dozen or something, because there's just so many designs. Anyway, that's my thought. I'm pretty certain it's Carl Powder because there's matching features, and that's the way a company like this would do things. They would maybe only produce maybe 50 of something, but elements of it would reappear in other vases and bowls and decanters, and they would do the very similar things, because it's probably all from under the same pen, same designers doing it, and he's just creating variations on the same theme. Yeah, that's as big as it goes, I'm afraid. Check out this bowl here. They told me they bought it in France. It virtually glows, or Belgium, no, he said he bought it in Belgium. It virtually glows. It is uranium glass. It doesn't need a UV light to tell you that, almost, because you can feel the light coming off it. Right, it's a really nice piece. I think I might have seen this shape. We'll see if I can find it. This is the Sowerby catalogue from 1953, downloaded from the VictorianPressGlass.com website, and this is as close as I could get to that bowl. It does come in green, and as it's Sowerby, there's a good chance that it would be uranium green, but it's not quite the same. If we expand it, you can see it's got these little, I don't know what you call it, milling around the edge. You can see the bowls here has got it as well, and the ribs are not evenly spaced. So this is pressed glass. I know that Whitefriars did something similar in the 1930s, but that's not pressed glass either. So did, and they didn't do uranium glass either, and so did Stromberg's Highton, and they didn't do, and that's not pressed glass either, and they didn't do uranium glass. So yeah, I've come to a dead end with that. I'm sure I've seen it in one of the catalogues somewhere, and I did look at a pile of others. The only other nearest thing was this Rudolph one, and it's all I know about this is it's before 1958, and it's this one here. But again, this has got little milling, it looks like, around the edge or something. So it's not quite the same. In fact, I think this is a raised edge, so it's not even the same shape, but it's got these ribs. But that's as close as it gets. That's even further away than this. So yeah, I'm completely out of luck on that one. So he's got a pile of Lalique here. I don't think, yeah, so look at all of these, they're cool. I'm not sure all of them are Lalique, that might not be. Verlies, maybe they're not Lalique, maybe I'm wrong. That's nice. I like that. Verlies. A lot of these are not, he's not saying they're Lalique, he's saying they're Verlies, which is something I don't know very well, so we will look them up. I was looking at back of that bit of film, and there was a lot of glass in there, but I decided to focus in on the bowl with the cicadas on it. Partly because I liked it. It was the one I stuck my finger on, and yeah, and cicadas, there can't be too many things. There was no label or anything with it, and it's actually a box. It's not a bowl. And here it is. It's a Lalique opalescent glass cigars box. So that must be French for cicadas. Sold. They're not telling you the actual price it's sold for, but the list price was 3,820. This is first dibs though, and first dibs is just like, yeah, it's not the place to go and first look for something. If you desperately need something, it's the last place you would go, because they've not got it all, haven't always got it right, and two, the prices are just the highest prices. So they have some fantastic thing, but I did find no picture. This one that sold quite a while ago, yeah, 1996, £400 to £500. There's other ones that have sold, but nobody's given me any bloody excuse my French. There's no prices. So this is a different style. It's the same pattern, but the glass is more, look at this. You can see the glass is less transparent, and I think it's got, if you look at here, some of them they rubbed blue dye or something onto the surface. And if I can make that bigger, can I make it bigger? Yeah, you can see it there. So this is just a different style of Lalique, where the glass would be more opaque, and then they would rub some dye into the frosting. I don't know what the word for that is, but it's just a different style. It's the same, exactly the same mold though, just treated in a different way. Check out this stylish little piece here. Look at that. Marked AW. But look at these tiny, tiny little liqueur glasses. That is nice. And the metalwork is really nicely done. That's a real killer. This is the nearest decanter I can find to that one. And it's not for the shape or anything, just for the style of it, where you've got similar kind of like little triangles and then frosted bits as well. And it's got the collar, but now it's sold, it's on Catawiki, which is a upmarket website, and yeah, stylistically, because obviously I've now looked at probably a few hundred Palder decanters on here just in the last couple of days, and I can see from the sort of like association from the catalogues I have to the ones that I'm looking at, and this one doesn't quite go. Now it might be I need more catalogues or something, but I can't say this is Carl Palder. You know, there's a disjoint between what I've got in my catalogues and this. So yeah, it might be, but it just might be someone else's Art Deco. So it is probably from the 30s or pre-war, but it might be someone else's Deco. And I'll show you. So Catawiki is quite an upmarket website, and everything on there is supposed to be vetted. But yeah, I just feel uncomfortable about it. And I'll show you something just for fun. So obviously I've been punting around looking, and yeah, this popped up, this Art Deco style decanter, 1.2 litres, which is quite a big decanter. This one here, yeah, so this is probably from about 1800. It might be a little bit earlier, a little bit later, but this decanter is over 200 years old. £45 is a price for because it's a 1.2 litre. If it was 1.5 litres, it would be a Magnum, and it would be very good at £45. But yeah, it shows you how wrong. This is Etsy, and Etsy's terrible for this kind of thing. And yeah, it just shows you how wrong you can be looking at on some of these websites and trusting auctioneers or people that are selling things privately, etc. You have to have more of a feel than just go, look at this, they've got it down as this. Check out this one here. Look at that. So I'm not sure if that is Carl Powder, but I think I've seen this before. So maybe we can figure out who that's by. What has he got on it? Yeah. See if we're going to make her. So I'm back here on the carlpowder.com website and looking at this catalogue again. And yeah, I think this one is Carl Powder. It's the way it's drawn is similar to the way some of these are drawn. You've got these panels like this here. You know, some of the others have them as well, but there's an amber one, like this jug here has it, and then also it has this diagonal streak across it. And then you have these kind of like kite shaped decanters. There's one, there's another one which is in amber as well. So there's so many design features. You've got ones with tall stoppers like this. This is one with amber panels. The glasses also have amber panels. It's just so many features that look like, yeah, it's the same artist producing very similar stuff over and over again. And if you go down here and you look at the plain decanters, look here, you back here with more kite shaped ones, which is a really unusual shape. It's not something you see, you know, if you went through the whole of the, if you went through all the English catalogues anyway, if you went through people like Whitefriars and Stuart Crystal and everything, there's no decanters like that. So yeah, it's unusual, and with these facets as well, yeah, it's very them. Now other people may have done that type of thing, but then you've got these enamel coloured panels as well, and maybe people were copying them, because I don't have an exact, and so there might have been people that were inspired by them, but my feeling is, yeah, it is them. I can't be 100%, but I think it is, and I think this is also a pre-war catalogue too. So there you have it. That's Cragsrose. As I said, I will put all his details in the description below, as well as the references I've used. Found a few new ones, so that's quite good. And what else? I think, yeah, I should warn you that there's going to be quite a lot of episodes from Himley Hall. Yeah, I'm trying not to make them too long, but anyway, it will take me a couple of weeks to get through all of the film and research it. Hopefully not all of the films will take as long as this one has, but that's the way it is. Anyway, if you enjoyed this, please remember to like and subscribe. There will be more videos from Himley Hall and with some top-notch glass. And thank you for watching, and have a good night. Good night.